Hi, Didier. Good evening. I'm admitting you into the meeting early as an officer. I'm going to let everybody else in at the time of the meetings to start.
Joe, I want to talk to you for a moment.
Yes.
I'll talk to you now on behalf of East Midwood Volunteer. We're having a significant issue. We're not getting any response from the state regarding using EPCRs. We're running out of paper PCRs in months already. Now the company says that they've got other agencies who started using, even though they still haven't gotten permission from the state to go ahead, because the state seems to be going nowhere. We've written several times to them. I know you were involved in part of this correspondence. Is there anything you could do or do us to help us, because Yankee Cornitzer is freaking out.
So I know East Midwood. You guys already have the platform and are ready to go. I think
all ready to go. We invested money.
So what I would recommend is I'll follow up with Peter Brody on this. You should have gotten a notification back from them with your approval, and I didn't see it, but they don't always send it to me.
Right.
But what I would recommend, the easiest way for you to do this is just start utilizing the program, and then when you get the approval, you'll get the approval. And whichever vendor you have, I think you guys chose Health EMS, Stryker.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure why.
Yeah, they'll just backload all of your calls into the state anyway.
I will tell Cornitzer that. He'll be very happy to hear that.
Yeah, so just move forward with it. I'm doing it with. We're gonna have a few agencies that are gonna be in the same boat because of this transition to this hybrid paper upload thing.
Yeah.
And for many of the agencies, it does not make sense because the amount of setup that's involved to do the paper upload is the same as what you would have to do to get yourself set up with just doing EPCR.
He ordered it. It's all installed already. They're the training already, and they don't want to order more paper pads.
No, don't order any more paper pads. Just pick a date, go live internally, and I will follow up with the state. I'll email Peter probably during the meeting.
Thank you very much.
And if not, I have a 9 o'clock in the morning meeting tomorrow with Peter Brody. I'll follow up with him on it.
Appreciate it very much. Okay, I'll be back in. I should be back. No one else. Is anyone else here?
I'm about to admit we have 13 other participants in the meeting in the waiting room.
Yeah. Marie needs to take attendance to make sure that we have a quorum, or you just have to look at it to see if we have a quorum to start. Anyway, you can start admitting them. It's 5 o'clock.
Okay, I'm going to admit everyone in now. Well, everyone, good evening. Welcome to the Ambulance Committee meeting. We're going to get started in one moment.
Hi, Dr. Langsam. I am here, but my camera is not working. That's why my logo is here instead of me.
Oh, dear.
Lucky
you. There. REMSCO must buy you a new camera instantly. I authorize it.
Thank you. I just stopped. I don't know why. It's working fine. But
okay. Sometimes if you unplug it and plug it back in, it sometimes wakes up, or reboot the system and then plug it back in.
Yeah, no, I tried that already. It's just, I don't know.
Probably need a new camera.
Yeah. What a pain in the neck. Okay,
get a good one while you're at it.
But Joe is the facilitator tonight. He and Scott are on in the backgrounds, and they're going to be helping in preparation for our public hearing tomorrow, because I want to make sure that goes well.
Excellent. And as I said, I will try to get to the public hearing, but I have other meetings in that other institution that pays my bills. So as soon as that gets done, I'll come in and join.
Okay. How late do you think you'll be?
I don't know.
Okay, I have to find another chairperson. I'll talk to someone tonight.
I've never done it, the chair anyway, so you can get someone else to do it for me.
Honestly, the public hearing officer is one that runs everything anyway.
Right.
So.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, you want to look around to see if we have a quorum?
Okay. Participants, let's see. 1, 2. It certainly looks like we have a quorum, but I need to do my attendance sheet, so.
Yeah, well, you'll have to do it formally in a minute. Since we
Yeah.
call tomorrow, you'll take attendance. You asked someone already to be the chair here, but not until January.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I mean, if somebody else, I did not,
Okay. We'll talk offline,
yeah.
and I'll do it for now. Not a problem.
Thank you. Here.
Now, Marie, we have one Zoom meeting that's going to continue at 6 o'clock, right? We don't have to.
Yeah, just it's continuing through so that we don't have to get off and get back on.
Very good.
The live stream is up on YouTube,
Okay.
and and it is linked in on Facebook as well.
Excellent. Marie, are you ready for attendance?
Yeah, let me just do attendance. It's easier.
Okay, so let me just call the meeting to order. I'd like to call the Ambulance Committee of REMSCO to order on Tuesday, October 27, 2020. We're operating under the executive officer of the governor, which allows us to meet remotely, provided that it is A, being recorded, which it is, B, that it is live streamed on YouTube and Facebook, and C, that all roll calls will be done by roll call so that we know who is authorized to vote. Marie, would you please take attendance?
Doug Jacob,
Present.
Grace Cassiola,
Here.
Mitch Powell, or William Goffin. Mitchell Powell. Okay. Daniel Mizels. Robert Bristol.
He appears to be here, but he's muted.
I was fighting the mute button. I am here.
Okay. John Johnstone. Jerry Gelbard.
Present.
Scott Olansky. Nancy Benedetto.
Here.
Vincent Barranco.
Present.
Yadidja Langsom.
Present.
Martina Baccarella.
Present.
Brian Levinsky.
Present.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 people present. 7 is our quorum, so we're all set.
Thank you. There is someone who's logged on with a phone. Could you please identify who that person is? Someone whose number ends with 5875. Can you unmute yourself and tell us who you are?
I don't know how someone with a phone was able to get on board.
Please, whoever's running the meeting, please eject the person from the meeting.
All right, I will remove this person into the waiting room.
Thank you very much. Okay. To everybody else, welcome to the meeting. I'm glad to see that most of you are moving and are live. Although you don't have to turn on your cameras, but just to join the family, it would be nice to see everybody and leave the cameras on, and so we can all be part of the family. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the September 22nd, 2020 ambulance minutes. I assume you've all received a copy and have had a chance to go through it. Are there any comments, corrections?
I just wanted to say Daniel Mizels was just allowed into the meeting.
Excellent.
We have two people on phone in the
Marie's
waiting
speaking.
room. I will identify
Hey,
who
Marie,
they are before
it's
letting
on
them
the
in.
5875 number.
Who-
You me out.
Who are you?
Dennis Laurie.
Who is this?
Dennis Laurie.
Oh, okay. Joe, you
Yeah,
can
they
let
muted
that
me out,
number,
but I was trying to answer, but I'm muted from your
okay.
end.
I don't know how you even got in with just a phone, because we,
Well, I'm
Joe.
in the picture, but I don't have a microphone on my computer, so I can't speak. So I have to call in.
Okay, Joe, did you hear that?
I
Yeah, the
did.
phone number, what was the ending number?
5875.
5875. Can you let him back in?
You said.
That's fine.
It's Dennis Laurie. Sorry, Dennis.
Yeah, because I only have audio on my computer. I can't speak.
Okay,
No problem.
okay, bye-bye.
So let's continue. Is there any comments or corrections on the minutes? Is there anyone who objects to the minutes as written? You may unmute yourself. You may raise your hand, however you wish.
Vinnie Baranco, I make a motion to accept the minutes.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Again, is there anyone who objects to the minutes rather than having to go through a roll call vote? Is there anyone who abstains on these minutes? In that case, I will mark the minute as being approved unanimously. Thank you. The correspondence report. Give me a minute and I will switch to the correspondence report and I will just read it to you quickly. There's no new information for FIDNA EMS. The statement of charges from New York State DOH against Bensonhurst VAC, they were suspended for a year and it was stayed. They were put on probation for 2 years, effective September 23rd, with a $2,000 civil penalty. They are required to hire a consultant, provide regular reports to New York State DOH. As a comment, New York State REMSCO spent over 2 years attempting to assist, but Bensonhurst leadership refused guidance. So they are going to have to hire a consultant, deal with the state directly, and make the state happy. The enforcement actions for both providers and agencies can be viewed on the New York State Department of Health site, which will be included in the minutes with these correspondence report. We have received some correspondence from District 4 and 18 and Bedford-Stuyvesant VAC. They are working closely to help Bedford-Stuyvesant VAC get their act together, and I understand that this is going along well. Regarding the Glen Oaks VAC expansion certificate of need application, we've received letters of support from Whitestone VAC and from FIDNY. There are requests to speak in support. There's a list of them. We don't have to read them into the minutes. There is letters in opposition from Christopher Capo and the Board of Trustees, former Bayside VAC, and the staff notes that their certificate was revoked in 2018 by New York State DOH. We also have letters from various other groups, VACs, in opposition, and they will be all at the hearing, including requests to speak in opposition at the hearing, which occurs when? Tomorrow, I believe. Is that correct, Marie?
Yes, it is.
And if you want to just give the time. I don't
Okay,
have it in front of me.
just give me 1 second. Because I can't remember whether I made it for 5 or 6.
6 p.m.
No, six.
Okay, thank you. So everybody knows except me. So 6 p.m., the registrations went out. So just like you registered for tonight's meeting, you need to register for tomorrow's meeting. I don't anticipate it being a long meeting because we don't have that many people wanting to speak other than those you've just heard about. And then the actual vote will take place at our November meeting.
And it would be nice if as many ambulance committee members can attend, which is really what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
please attend because your vote shouldn't just be based on the application. It needs to be based also on what you hear at the hearing.
Okay, the council has sent the following correspondence, agendas, minutes, and associated attachments. You should all got there. You that we've also sent out regarding the Glen Oaks VAC a deemed complete letter, a letter requiring permission to go forward public hearing notice we just talked about, emails to and from Frank Schroen, the public hearing officer, and copies of applications posted on New York State DOH site. And that is the end of the correspondence. Are there any questions regarding the correspondence?
One minor correction.
Go.
The Bayside the Bayside certificate was revoked in May of 2018. Just a typo.
Okay. So whenever it was, Marie, check it out and correct your things. Okay.
Yes, I will. Okay.
Any other questions on the correspondence? Thank you very much. We move now to reviews of new applications for determination of public need. Are there any?
No, there are not. The only one is the active Glen Oaks expansion CON.
Do we have a review of new applications for transfer of operating authority?
No new applications have been submitted.
Thank you. Ambulance committee tag reports. Marie, do you have a handle on that?
With security stickers, we have no new reports. I'm not sure what's going on with the mapping committee. Jerry, is that you?
Yes, I sent correspondence out today. We're waiting on NYCEM leadership approval to transfer the electronic files to FDNY and ourselves for use. We're waiting to hear back, and that's the status of it at this time.
See you.
Just to add, we got that approval. Jerry, I just sent you an attribute sheet just to review one more time, and then we'll get it out.
Okay,
Great.
thanks, Rob.
No problem.
Marie, is there anything else for the tag report?
No, no further tag reports.
Okay. I have no unfinished business. Does anyone know of any unfinished business? There is no new business unless anyone has some new business. This is going to be the fastest meeting ever in the history of REMSCO.
Well, actually, I'd like to ask Jerry again if he can give us, give the committee an update. He's been communicating with me about all the work that District 4 and 18 leadership are doing with Bedford-Stuyvesant, which I am forever grateful that they've taken this under their wing. Can you give us just a short report or just an update?
Sure. The tag for this project consists of the District 4 and 18 leadership, Jim Downey, Travis Kessel, Lou Greco, myself, and Dave Mekatansky. We met with them via Zoom. We had a very fruitful conversation and a lot of updates. We looked through all the documents and all their progress. We received information back from New York State DOH region that their corrective actions that they submitted were received and accepted. Their SOPs were received and accepted. We sent out new correspondence today to get them ready to operationalize themselves. And then the tag will go down and do a cursory review and walkthrough of their procedures, their equipment, and other things prior to them asking for reinspection. So they're energetic, they're willing to accept the help, and we've had some very good conversations and updates, and we're hopeful that this thing could be resolved in a timely manner, but it currently looks that way.
Great. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much for all the work that you guys are doing to help one of the volunteers.
Jim Downey here. Update on Bensonhurst Volunteer Ambulance. Last Wednesday, I received an email communication from the president asking for help with the personnel files, and was passed on to the, again, District 4 and 18 leadership that is working with the volunteers. And we sent back a reply on Thursday, the 22nd, indicating that we've already started putting together materials, but we would like to include the consultant that they are required to hire, and also the other members of the management team at Bensonhurst, so that everybody is in a loop as to what's going on and what's being advised. Since last Thursday, I haven't had any reply from Bensonhurst, just to give you an update on that.
Thank you. I believe the burden right now is for them to deal with the state, because the state now wants to monitor them, and whatever arrangements you guys make, which is really nice that you're helping them out, but they have to respond to the state, I believe, at this point. That's the way I understand the situation. Anyway, any other business, new business? Well, in that case, we can adjourn now. You can either stay on or come back at 6 o'clock. And we will then reconvene at REMSCO. So have a very nice day. Somebody make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. See you all at 6. Bye.
Bye.